Today's show, I want to do a little bit different. I just want to talk about players who I think are going to make a jump from last year to this year. Now, it could be players whom already did really good or players that have not broken out yet, but that's what I'm doing in this video, breakout players that I have for the Detroit Lions. And it's going to be offense, defense, and special teams. That's what this video is about. Let's go. We'll be live Thursday or Friday on this channel. Had a lot going on for Tuesday, so we will be live for sure at some point here, but Thursday or Friday, just depending. Going into Detroit while this is taking place, so let's get into 5 players who I think will improve significantly from last year. It could be rookies, it could be players who's been on this team or who could take that next jump. That's what I have for this video, is taking the next step. First player on my list I think is going to take a jump here is Jack Campbell, the Lions linebacker that we picked up with the 18th pick last year's draft. Why I think he's going to be impactful? Because he played as a rookie. He did. Alex Anzalone, Derek Barnes, they got a lot of time as well, but now I think he's really going to take that step forward because he had a whole NFL season under his belt, and he's probably going to get a little bit more playing time. Jack Campbell is a really good linebacker. I loved him coming out of college. He was my favorite linebacker, and the Lions got him. This guy is sideline to sideline. He's fast, big body, and he make plays. And you've seen some of that this past season, his instinctual type of play that he does out there. He knocks the ball down. He's just got that sense of where the ball is going to be. He's great at tackling in the run game. I love what Jack Campbell is bringing to the team, and I think he's just going to take a significant step forward this up-and-coming season. What do you guys think? Do you think that Jack Campbell will take that step forward? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think that this player, he took a huge step last year as a rookie, and I think he's going to take a significant one this year. And what I mean, he was really impactful last year. Great as a rookie. Went to the Pro Bowl. I think he's going to be he could be up there for offensive player of the year. I think he could be up there as the best running back in football, Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's going to take a bigger step forward this year. He started off a little bit slower and really started to break out during that Raiders game. He's going to break out, or he's going to start hot this upcoming season. The Lions going to give him a lot of touches because he is the long-term solution at running back, so I see him getting more probably than David Montgomery this year. He's just so good. He's so good, and I think he's going to come up there to be like Chris Johnson, the best running back in football in this up-and-coming season. And a lot of people say Christian McCaffrey or somebody else. I'm going to say it's Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's going to be the best running back in football this year. Running back / wide receiver, offensive weapon, where do you want to put it? He's going to be a stud this year. Big-time stud. I think he's going to take that step forward. Another rookie here is Sam LaPorta. Someone had him on the website, I forgot what it was, that he was going to have a sophomore slump. I don't see that the case at all. He's athletic. He's always getting open. Everybody knew he was open. He started out hot. It wasn't like he started off slow. Instantly hot. And teams adjusted, and they still couldn't stop Sam LaPorta because he is an absolute monster for a tight end. He could be the best tight end in football this up-and-coming season. He can be. And it's not a homer take to say that. Jahmyr Gibbs and him could be the best at their position this up-and-coming season. They're that good. It's just that good. And so I think they'll take a step forward from the rookie class. You could put Broderick Martin, take a step forward, but I don't know how much of an impactful he's going to make, so I didn't want to really put him in this list. I don't think he's going to take... This guy's going to be an impactful player. I don't see that being the case. Hopefully he just gets playing time, right? So that's why I didn't have him really on this list. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I think, is going to have a significant impact this year. Look, he barely played last year after the trade with Josh Reynolds leaving. I think he's going to get a lot of receptions his way. 25 years old, 6'2", big body, outside guy, can't play slot as well. Physical, good in the run game and blocking. He's the type of player you want to have on this offense, and guess what? He's going to be playing a lot. He's going to be playing ball. So I think he's going to take a significant jump forward. Jameson Williams as well. I think he'll take a step forward. Again, same reasons. Josh Reynolds, but he's placed as the number 2. You've seen how well he and Jared Goff were getting on the same page last year, and he was an impact player. He was. He stopped dropping the football. His routes were clean, and he was being physical. I think that's something, a part of his game that no one expected, including myself, how physical he is in the run game and physical with the contested catch trying to get the football. The guy was being physical. He really was, using his hands for a slender guy. And I think that's the St. Brown impact, right? St. Brown is so physical, and that I think he impacts other players around him, and J-Mo is seeing it too. And I think those guys are going to take a big jump. I think they will. Jameson Williams will. He got a lot of heat as a Lions player. I said, everybody slow down a little bit. Injury the first year, the suspension, and people are getting really upset about it. And Jameson Williams is fine, folks. He's going to come out there and be a stud for the Detroit Lions. Next impact player, Kevin Zeitler. We're not talking about him enough. He's replacing Jonah Jackson, who's injured, and he's better than Jonah Jackson. And Jonah's a good player, Pro Bowl player. And we're getting a better player. Wow. I think the Lions' offensive line is absolutely sound. And Zeitler is just, you're taking a player in Jonah, and you're upgrading the player with better run and pass blocking. Yes, he's older, so that's the negative part. But he's never off the field. This guy's always playing, so he's going to be on the field quite a bit. That's going to be significant impact for the Lions' offensive line. Continuity has been our issue for years. And we just want it to be continuity 1 year. Can we just get in a year where everybody's playing a big role? And Zeitler doesn't miss time. Penei Sewell doesn't miss time. Graham Glasgow doesn't miss time. Taylor Decker is pretty good. He'll miss every once in a while, but he's a very physical. He can deal with pain. So he doesn't miss a lot of time. It's more of the Frank Ragnow at this point. Zeitler is holding that guard position down, and it's going to be huge for this offense to continue to build in the run game and pass protection. Jared Goff is barely sacked, and when you continue to make that a priority, this offense is going to be good. It affects the whole offense. We've seen it. What happens when Jonah Jackson goes down in a game, it's hard to replace it. We've seen that, right? When you lose a starter, it's difficult. But the Lions did a good job there, so I think he's going to be extremely impactful for the Detroit Lions. Terrion Arnold, another player. This guy, people don't realize how good of a cornerback he is. He's a number 1. He's gonna. We were getting destroyed in the pass game since Darius Slay. We get Carlton Davis, Terrion Arnold, Ennis Rakestraw, Amik Robertson. Terrion Arnold is really, really good. Really good. And we got gashed in the secondary last year. It's not going to be the case this year. It's not. He's going to make mistakes, as all rookies do, but he'll get better each game. This guy is going to be a lockdown corner, in my opinion. He is a guy that's going to be an island player. But what's good about this island player, he likes to catch interceptions. 5 interceptions at college last year. And you're bringing this to this secondary that is a turnover machine. You give the football back to this offense, they're going to score. Super impactful. And it's going to be he's going to go through rookie struggles this year. But what's going to be very impactful, we've seen it from our rookies last year, is by the time the playoffs hit, there's not going to be that many mistakes from Terrion Arnold. He's going to be having, 16, 17 games under his belt. And the teams are going to have a hard time in the playoffs where he's really going to make a statement, where I think he'll be like a vet at that point. And so the Lions very well could go to the Super Bowl when you have a player that can stop the gashing in the secondary. That was our problem last year. It was. You're not going to see that be a problem like it was last year. You're not going to see it. And Terrion Arnold is a reason for that. Name a player who you think is going to have an impact. Let's go back to the defense here. We talked about the offensive line being a strength, opening up the holes, run the football with Zeitler. DJ Reader, the opposite. We were number 2 in stopping the run last year, and the only reason we were number 2 is because quarterbacks were running on us. It was the running backs. You get DJ Reader in here as one of the best run-stuffing defensive tackles in football. Lions' strength is stopping the run. It's going to continue to be a strength. And if you can't run the football, you're going to get turnovers with that secondary. And DJ Reader is making a strength the best now in football. The Lions will have the best run defense in football this year. It's just unbelievable how good Reader is going to be with this defensive line. Him and Aleem McNeil, it's going to be significant because now Aleem's got somebody next to him that can take up double teams. It's going to open up Aleem. It's going to open up Aidenhood, and hopefully Marcus Davenport. I'm not going to put that as an impact because I don't know if that's going to be the case. I'm still sketchy about that. But the Lions are going to stop the run. They're going to make a significant difference in that run defense. And the Lions very well could be going to the Super Bowl with the additions that they made in the draft and free agency, covering up the issues that we have had defensively for years. It's still yet to be determined because they got to do it on the field, but I'm very hopeful that the Lions defense will be much respectable, and the Lions at this point then could hopefully make it to a Super Bowl, get to the playoffs, win the NFC North, host some playoff games. That's what we want to see. And I think those players, there's going to be other impactful players, but those are the ones that I acknowledge for this video. If there's a different player you think is going to make an impact, let us know in the comment section right now. With that said, adios.